Hello horror fans, and welcome once again to the HorrorAble. Tonight I'll be talking about The Dark Half. Now, the movie is about a writer by the name of Thad Beaumont who is blackmailed by a guy who says that he knows that he is the author behind the George Stark novel. And if the money is right, he will keep his mouth shut. But Thad, on the other hand, decides that instead of being bullied by this creep, maybe it's time to put old George Stark to rest and continue his life without him. But it's easier said than done. Good old Stark is not going to take this lying down. And he is coming after everyone responsible until he is back where he belongs. Now, although this is my favorite George A. Romero or non-zombie Romero movie, it's one of those movies that not a lot of fans talk about or have even gave it a shot. Romero is known as the king or the godfather of zombie movies. And sometimes when you hear about a movie that doesn't involve zombies and has the name Romero attached to it, we tend to look the other way and not give it a second thought into, okay, let's check it out. Now, I'm not saying that everybody does that. I know maybe some fans do, or maybe some fans saw it and just were quick to judge it for what it was. Although in my opinion, the movie did involve one zombie, because George Stark, when he comes back, he does come back from the grave. So maybe technically he is a zombie. I could be wrong. But then again, the movie is a good adaptation to a Stephen King novel, and that shows throughout the whole movie. It's probably one of the most faithful adaptations to a King novel. Maybe not right down to the nitty-gritty, but it does still follow the King formula, and at the same time putting in the same old George that we have grown to love, but without the zombie element. Now, although some of us may not be familiar with this movie or have not either heard of it or seen it, and those that have maybe forgotten it because of all the other things that Romero has been involved. I mean, this has to be his second big studio movie that he tried, and although it was still the same company that he had trouble with from the beginning, he still proved that he had what it took to bring out the best of it. Now, he didn't have his trusty right-hand man, Tom Savini, to work on the effects. But although the effects on the movie are on the positive side, it's not too gory, but it's not less gory. It's just perfect enough for the movie. Now, although you may agree with me or not, I believe this is one of his best movies, Romero's best movies, that is a non-zombie movie. And I like it for what it is, and I hold it up as one of my favorite non-zombie Romero movies. And like I said, you cannot agree with me. It's, as always, these are just my opinions. This is what I think of the movie, and I find it to be one of his bests. And just in case you haven't seen The Dark Half, check it out. I'm pretty sure that I will guarantee pretty much. I hardly ever recommend a movie, but this is one that I do recommend that you see it, judge it for yourself, and maybe if you've never seen it or have seen it and you're giving it a second chance, you'll find something that you'll like. On that note, hope you like what you see. Thanks for watching. Now, on to the next video.